Ever Pads, and I'm here with Jade Corkill and his son Kelton, and we're here to talk a little bit about saddle pads. Jade, you've been riding the pads for about 15 years now, right?
Yeah, since I was
17 years old when you came by my shop and kind of hit the road for the first time, and it's been a great ride.
Yeah, it seems like a lot longer ago than it doesn't seem like it's been that long ago, but it has. But
Yeah.
no, I remember the first pad I got, I was thinking how cool it was just to have a sponsor of any kind, and it's turned into a friendship and less of a sponsorship, really. And I couldn't be more thankful for everything they've done for me and just the friendship we've had over the years.
I appreciate our friendship too, and it's really been a great run, and you've really done a lot for our business. So I guess we're very appreciative on both sides, and it's been a great relationship that I hope continues on for many years.
Yes, sir. It will.
So one of these guys is winning a gold buckle, hopefully, riding.
I hope you're right.
So Jade, what do you like best about the Best Ever pads that you ride?
Well, I would say the main thing is I feel like there's certain things in rodeo, especially that you can't take shortcuts on, and keeping your horse feeling good and not sore is one of them. And I've had the very best luck with these saddle pads on every horse that I've ever rode, keeping them not sore. They fit, they form to their backs, and it seems like the saddle pad or the saddle doesn't roll on them, and they all fit well. And I've never had a horse get sore from them.
So a lot of ropers, I think part of the problem is getting the right saddle fit, and then also their horsemanship and really keeping their horses sound. As a healer, what are you looking for in the fit of your saddle and how you're trying to ride your horses so that they're taking a proper jerk, keeping their back sound, keeping their body sound? What are kind of some of the things you try to do?
Well, the main thing is you don't want too much wither pressure. You want to make sure your saddle sits good and flat and down in the back. And then you don't want it to be too high. You don't want when the jerk comes, you don't want it to be jerking from way up high off their back. So that's the main things I look for. And then you don't want your saddle to roll either. If it gets to rolling around side to side, that can make them sore on one side or the other to where they get to quartering off, or and make them sore in other areas. And the back is a lot more important than I think a lot of people realize it is. And so a lot of their soundness starts from right here and works its way down. So I try to make sure that I keep them all fit well up top and go from there.
Yep, kind of starts from the top and works down.
Right.
I've kind of heard that from a lot of people. To me, you do an excellent job of riding your horses. You're when I watch a lot of the guys, it seems to me like your horses, really stop straight and underneath themselves and taking a good jerk. I mean, that's kind of product of, driving your horses up underneath themselves. And what do you try to make your horses take the jerk? What's kind of some of the tricks you use there?
Well, ideally, I try to, you want them to take the jerk off their hind end and not their front end. Again, it's part of that is, or most of that is the saddle fit. You don't want them pinching too tight on their withers to where their shoulders are, bound up where they can't move how they need to, because then that works into other problems. But yeah, ideally, I just want to be able to have their legs and shoulders moving freely and just keep them up under themselves and work off their hind end. It seems to keep them more sound, and you don't have as many problems that way.
So now you got 3 gold buckles. You're obviously still right in the heat of rodeoing and doing all that, even though it's a little break right now. But you're also a family man. Kind of talk to us a little bit about balancing family time as well as rodeoing and jackpot.
Well, that's what my practice time has changed quite a bit the last couple of years. My boys are getting older now; they're 6 and 9, and so they like to play baseball and basketball. And I kind of trying to do the dad thing and put myself second and put them first, because I feel like rodeo is always going to be there, and this is the times that you can't get back with them. So that's where I want to be and what I want to do. So I'm trying to juggle the two, and I don't know if I'm doing a good job yet, but I'm trying.
I think you're doing a great job. I'm in the same boat. I got 2 boys that love to rope as well and play sports, and I know it can be a real balancing act with work and also business and trying to rope a little bit. So that's awesome. You can do all of it. As far as the future goes, what's kind of out there for you goals wise? So now, obviously you're a father and that's consuming so much time. I mean, do you have a goal, like how many world championships, or how long do you plan to rodeo for? Is it kind of uncertain?
Yeah, a little bit uncertain. I'm definitely on the the downhill slide as far as quitting goes, but I just feel like as long as I can compete at the top level, and as long as it's easy to do without sacrificing too much time with these guys, it's what I love to do, and it's how I provide for them also. So I'll do it as long as I can. But then I catch myself at the same time going somewhere when these guys have something to do, and that's where I want to go. So I'm still learning the juggle part, how to do it, and but the end is somewhat near, but I don't know if it's as close as it seems like.
Is the competitive drive still there? I mean, do you still crave it?
Yeah, on the inside I do. I haven't changed. If anything, I've changed. I've gotten more competitive drive than I ever had before. So that part, the fire's still there, but the fire's leaning other directions too. So, but I do know what's important, and because it's important to me also, and if it comes down to them or me, I'll pick them probably now every time. So, but I've had a lot of fun in my career. It's gone by extremely fast, like everybody said it would, but it's just part of life, and it's still been a really, really good ride.
Yeah, I would say you're at the top of the game. I mean, I think runner-up in the world last year, and the 3 world championships were not that far off, and I'm going to assume there's a couple more still left in there for you. I hope so.